Hi Charles, so welcome to my channel and today I'm going to explore with the After Effects software. I hope you will like. So
Sure.
yeah, Charles, so this is a software that every UI designer is required. I mean to say this software is required to every UI UX designer because it's a very helpful software because something that we wanted to show in the dynamic personality we cannot show in the Photoshop or the static software. But yeah, in the After Effects we can animate this thing that okay it will be happen like this and it will be happen like this, so we can convince the users and we can show how it will be work. So for these things, we are going to learn this software. So first of all, I am just starting from the start from the navigation. So here you can see that file, edit, composition, layer, effect, animation, view, window, and help. These are the navigation. So we do not need to worry about okay, there's lots of navigation, lots of things will work. It's a common. Just like if you know that Photoshop, Illustrator, or any software, maybe your Excel or MS Word. So here you can say that okay, file and edit, window and help. These are the common navigation. If you know that file, what this file helps. If file means that any file that is open, you can save as, you can import, you can export, and you can exit the software like this. Okay, this is the exit. So you can open the file, you can save as these six types of work we can done from the file. In the same edit, when you see this edit navigation, what do you feel in your mind? Can you
Edit
see?
means we
Yeah.
can do some changes.
Or
Um,
yeah, definitely. It means that we are going to modify it, right? But
Modify.
and the fourth common modification that is Control Z, right? Undo. Second is the redo. That is
Shift Control Z.
yes. So Shift Control Z is the redo. So we can do the undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, these things, and many more. But yeah, these are the many things that we can cut, copy, paste, and we can do other things also. In the same way, in the Windows, there's a lot of panels. This the character panel, like these are the library, this paragraph panel, the layer panel, and these are the source panel, project panel. So these are the panel. If we are going to suppose close from here, close this panel. So where we can get this again, do you know? Because we have closed it from here.
We
So
go to
yeah, we have to
Windows.
go to the Windows, and here we can check where is the character. So A, B, C. See, you can see this character. When we click here, it's come back. So we do not need to worry, okay, if I by mistake I have closed something. So no need to worry, okay, how we are going to get it back. So we have to just go in the Windows and we can check it from there. So for the Windows, this is something like drawer. We can just keep our tools inside this one. Okay. And help everyone know that in the help section, we can know what is the, I mean to say, tutorial section, where is the, and what is the help menu and sign in and update. These things will become. So in the help section, we do not need to worry about in the every software like there is also help. So we do not need to worry about this help. So tells that okay, in the file, edit, window and help, these are common. So what is the not common in this software we are going to learn from that? Okay. So that is composition. Composition is something which is not going to in the every software, but yeah, composition is something like you can compare with the Figma, that is there is a frame. Okay. So in the one file, you can create multiple frames, right? Am I
Yeah.
audible, sir? Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So in the one file, we can create multiple frames. So in the Photoshop also, we can create multiple frames. In the same way, we can create multiple uh, schemes. Like one going to create one composition name. Like this is intro. Okay. We are going to width 1920 1080, and I will let you know about the other thing. What is this? But this is I'm going to create one composition. See, You can see this one. This is a one composition. Here we can create, suppose, like this is intro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to a little bit animate this one. Do not worry.
So you go to composition
Yes,
and then
I have created a new composition and just
composition.
give the name and just click on the OK. So it is
Okay.
created and this composition showing in the project here, intro. Okay. We can also create many compositions. Suppose new composition and its name outro. Okay. Or ending, we can see. Okay. Ending. The same size, same height and width. And we can put it here that end. So in this file, there is a two composition. Okay. And we can create one more composition. Inside this composition, suppose this is the final one. So this is a third composition. So we can drag and drop these composition into the final composition like this. This one the final composition and these are the two. We are drag and drop two composition into the final composition. So I just wanted to let you know that we can create multiple compositions. Suppose we are going to create any film or anything. So in the film section, the lots of sections. Suppose the intro, outro, and some songs there and something. So we can just put all these composition into the one film, just like a frame. Okay, in the Figma we can create lots of frames. So in the same way, we can create lots of component here. Okay, is there
Yeah.
any confusion, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can proceed, right?
Yeah.
So going to delete it from here. So now, then after there is a layers coming. So layer we are talking about in the Photoshop also the layer is there. So these type of layers in the After Effects like text layer, solid layer, light layer, camera layer,
Yeah.
null object, shape layers, adjustment layer, and these are the main layers we are going to use in the After Effects. Like if we are going to click on a text, then text layer. Okay, you can see this is a text layer. Now going to again layer, new layer, solid. We can give this color to any of the color. This is going to the solid layer. Okay, let me put this bottom of the text so text will be visible. This is the solid layer. We are not going to change the color. Now again go to the layer new and we can give it one shape layer. In this shape, we can create any type of shape like this. Okay. So this is a shape layer. So you can see this is a text layer, shape layer, and solid layer. In the same way, we can create light as well. But yeah, we will talking about this later because there is a lot of things that we have to discuss. So we are not going to
So,
right
so
now. Yeah,
before you can work, you can do anything on the space over there. That's the area. You have to first create a new composition.
yeah,
And within the composition, you can create layers.
yes, exactly.
O-
Because
Okay.
without composition, we cannot create the layer because these layers will be so into the composition. Any of composition you have
Yeah.
to see, right? Because if I'm going to click on the final one, you can see. If I'm going to click on the intro, nothing is there because we have worked on the final one. So when I'm going to click on this one, you can see this all layers. But if we are going to switch to ending, nothing is there. If we are going to switch to intro, nothing is there because these are the different frame. We are worked on the final one like this one.
Yeah, I get it. I get
So
it.
yeah, thanks. So like in this way, we can work like the composition. So here we are going to take the layer that is camera layer and light layer. I will let you know in the next video. And we have already know that okay in the layer we can learn about that layer, okay, how we can create and modify these things. So in the same way, we are going to talk about little bit the panel. So here, this is the source panel. Whatever the composition we are going to create, it will be stored here. Or suppose if I am going to import some videos, it will be here. Like if I'm going to import file or multiple files, it will become in this area. So this is, and I think this one is the layer panel, right? These are the
Yeah.
layers. So in every layer there is some properties, and we can animate those properties. Like
Can you talk again about the importation? You are importing some maybe a video or
yeah,
importing.
sure, why not? Suppose I need to put some videos here, so we can go to the file, import, and files. If we are going to one file, and here we can suppose in my system F5 tutorials import. You can see this is the video that is imported here. We have to drag and drop to different buttons here. So we can put it here. You can see the video is playing here. Let me change this to full. It's the quality, because we can work on the quarter, because it will take more CPU consumption. That's why we are put it into quarter. But yeah, for the view, you can put it the full. Let's see. This is the video. Okay. And this video we can use anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. And in the Photoshop, like we can hide this. Just click on the eye button, it will be hide. You can click again, it will be visible. And for if we are going to click on the sound icon, sound will be disclosed. I'm so unable. We will not able to listen the sound because we have muted it. When you click it again, it will be come back. So in this way, we can import the videos or files into our project section. And these are the
Okay.
layered area. So now the interesting things, I'm just going to hide this one for now. You can see what is this. This is the timeline of the animation. So for this video, I'm just going to change this position animation. I'm just going to show you the animation for this video for only. See, I'm just going to check this property, going to select this layer, click on this. You can see two layer again. So in this text layer, these are the text properties, and this layer transform properties. Just like if we are in the Photoshop, if we are going to free transform, we can do skew, we can do scale, we can rotate, we can transform, we can change the position. In the same way, we can do these things here. Suppose we are in the 0 second, okay. In this 0 second, let me increase. In by this way, we can zoom in or zoom out the timing. Suppose this is 1 minute. We are going to zoom this again, 30 seconds. We are going to zoom this again. We can see this is now going to show more precise way, like 15 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
like now 1 second to 5 seconds, now 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, like this way. So on the 0 second, we are going to click on the this stopwatch. Okay, for the position. Click here. This is for the x-axis. This is for the y-axis. We are going to change in the x-axis.
Please take time here to explain that this area.
Oh yeah, sure. Why
Sometimes,
not? Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. You see, I have removed something. I have not clicked this one. So suppose I need to animate this text from here to here. Okay. So which properties I have to animate? I have to animate the translation. I mean to say translate in the x-axis. So this is the position property, and there are two input box. One is for the x-axis and the second is for the y-axis. Let
Is
me show
it?
you. See, this is the x-axis
Okay.
and this
Exercise
is the y-axis.
why
Yes. So for the animating, we have to generate keyframe. What is a keyframe? In the zero position, when we are in the zero position, so I am just going to click on this stop watch icon, like click here. So our keyframe is generated. Now on the, just slide the slider to the second. After the 1 second, I am going to click again on this key for the
Mhm.
generating the key. Okay, click here, and here I am going to change the x-axis position like this.
Mhm.
So now when you move your slider, like started from zero and press space bar for run the animation. You can see, just space, just hit the space bar. You can see the animation. See, the position is going to
Okay.
change. In the same way, we can animate several properties like the opacity. We are going to click on here opacity and go to the next point and again click on this key for generate the, and we are going to change.
So
Yeah,
no, that place is where I'm getting confused. The first one I understand the position. Now we are adding opacity to it. So can you explain the opacity part in
yes,
relation
sure.
to the position?
Yes, sure. Suppose we, in the same, just like we have done in the position, we have created two keyframes. Okay, in the one keyframe we have kept that 420 the x-axis. So and when we are going to this keyframe, we have changed this x-axis value. Okay, in the
Okay.
same way, we are going to generate this opacity keyframe. So generating keyframe, the process is just click on the stopwatch icon. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
going to click on this stopwatch icon. Click here. So this key is generated. Now here is the 100% opacity. We are going to change this to 0. Okay, and now go to the second. So you can just click on this one. So you can go to the this keyframe, like click here. It is come back to in this place. Now here you can generate one more keyframe, so you can change the property of this one opacity. So for creating the keyframe, just click on this icon. Okay,
Mhm.
for the first keyframe you have to click on the stopwatch icon, but for the second, third, fourth and so on, for creating the keyframe you have to click on this icon. When you're going to click this one, the keyframe generated. Now I'm going to change this opacity to 100% here.
Mhm.
You can see when we are going to start from the 0 and hit the space bar, you can see opacity and the text position both are animated. Can you see this cells? That this is
Yeah. Yeah.
changing the x-axis and also opacity from 0 to 100%. So in this way, we can animate several properties like rotate, scale, and so on, all the things. So these are the things that we are covered at. Okay, these are the navigations, these are the project panel, and these are the composition panel, these are the layer panel, and this is the navigation panel. So this is a timeline. And in this, these are the palette that we can control the text, like these are the characters. We can control its way, I mean to say font size, font family, and line height and letter spacing, these things, just like the Photoshop. So in the next video, we can learn this software with some tutorial and with some cool effect. For this session,
Okay.
I think it's enough, right, Charles?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Charles. Thanks for joining.